What's up, buddy? Welcome back to a brand new video on the Forgotten Treasures channel, and today we are exploring the Springfield Hospital Center. The hospital was built in 1896, treating mentally ill patients, and for the first few decades of this hospital being active, it was doing generally well. But by the 1940s and 50s, it started to become overcrowded and understaffed. The solution they had for this problem was to just build more buildings. So the place that we explored was, from my understanding, from my research, the area that we explored is part of the original cluster of buildings that Springfield used, but Springfield had multiple of other buildings on the property. They expanded the land, and majority of those buildings are still used today. The Warfield section, which we check out later in the video, is also abandoned. From my understanding, that was an extension from one of the original complexes that we explored. Between the 70s and 80s, the majority of the buildings started to become vacant due to the patients starting to transition to independent living. And yeah, that's basically all the history I have for you. Besides that, some other little known history is that they grew their own food because the land that Springfield Hospital was built on was farmland, so they grew their own food. I believe they also pumped their own water. So basically your usual stuff within like asylum-based facilities. You know, they grew their own food, had their own water, so they had no reason for the patients to leave. But yeah, that's basically the history of this place. So without further ado, let's get right into this exploration. I think most of these hospitals are going to be gutted, if I would say. It's not much in this one, I don't think. Little bathroom. So I'm in the hospitals now, but I'm pretty sure these are all going to be pretty empty. A day center.
This place is pretty good.
Yeah, I think most of them will be.
Like, you think they're all good?
I think so. Yeah, I think they're all gonna look like this. Just empty rooms. Okay guys, so we're on the top floor right now. Again, not much left to offer. Like usual. It's a bunch of empty rooms. But I keep seeing these papers on the floor. And I think they're like old documents. This is from 1978, it looks like. So like the job forms or something. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty empty. Like this room over here is just full of these documents. Like, look at that. There's other stuff too. Which probably just had like more than, this is from 1972. Call records. Yeah, that's basically all that's in here. It's just these documents. That's basically it. All that's all inside this building. Other than that, it's pretty empty.
Oh, we could have gone over there. We can go out that way.
Bunch of like patient belongings are in here. Suitcases.
Really, all those suitcases and stuff.
Yeah. It's probably the patient's belongings are kept in here, maybe. That
We can go out that way.
I think it's similar to the first building we went into. It looks pretty similar. This is nice painting on the wall. Probably patients were left here.
Yeah, there was a little section there.
Yeah. You got visitor cards. Still left here. Little cubby. We kept stuff. We got sweaters. Just like basic clothing. Pants. Slippers. Gowns. So this was the women's section that we're in. I think this whole complex we're exploring today is the women's, because the men's are somewhere else, in a different complex. We're on the second floor of this one, guys. Look at that little guy. It's interesting. But yeah, this one's, so it may have been patient rooms downstairs, like where they were kept the beds. These were also rooms of some sort, obviously. A little bigger rooms. Because then out here is like, I don't really know, like a little chill area. You got your cabinets, wash station. So yeah. This was definitely a housing. All these might be housings. Not really sure which ones are actually hospitals or not. Maybe these are all just housing for the women. But these ones would look more like hospitals compared to the last ones we went to. So guys, I made a very interesting discovery. When you walk into this room, it looks like a theater, right? Of some kind. You know, you got the lights, you got a projector screen right there, and then I turned around and I was like, what's this? Because it looks like a mirror. Because like, you just see a reflection, right? You can't see behind it. But if you go to the other side, if you go to this room and you look through that same pane of glass,
You can't see through.
you can see through. So it's a double pane window, which means that was an observation room. They kept patients in there and the doctors observed them from this room.
That's cool.
Or they watched them while they were like chaperoning them or something. Because this does look like a little entertainment room. Ooh, wow. That just fell apart. So maybe this is a small kitchen. Or, yeah, that might have been a small kitchen. Pretty sure, guys, same as last time. At least this little area is more intact. Oh no, it wasn't a kitchen. It's a pharmacy, I think. Possibly. It's probably a little pharmacy. Mineral oils. Like a nurse's station, maybe one of the two. For emergency use only. Because I thought this was a small kitchen at first. Because of the size. But it looks like it had other things inside of it too.
I feel like people die down here. Look at this one. It's a nice window.
Wow, it's actually, what the heck? I find it hard to believe this is storage. Like you got original seats here. It's a bunch of crazy stuff.
Now this is some hillbilly shit right here.
This is probably, that might have been the furnace to heat the building. Yeah, it was a furnace. But yeah, right here, looks like it was like a main chill area maybe? Possibly. It's a bunch of just big rooms. These weren't patient quarters. I'm not exactly sure what this particular building was used for, but I don't think this would have patient rooms based on the way it's designed. Was this a kitchen? Possibly a small kitchen. Like a drain system. Yeah, it's a little drain system. Little air vents up there. This might have been a kitchen. Or no. Laundry room. We got a way in. Because this one, to my knowledge, has a giant like entertainment room. I saw it from the window and it looks fantastic. Amazing. And out of all the buildings, this is probably the biggest one. It's very interesting. So yeah, much bigger open rooms for you guys. But what I wanted to show you was this room over here. Is this? This might have been a kitchen. Or something at least. Electronics back there maybe. But yeah, right here. This hallway. Definitely a lunchroom. Definitely, look how grand that is. That is massive. And it's very open too. You see how open the windows are? That's my favorite thing about buildings like this. Is like how open and how much natural light gets in. Nowadays, modern hospitals, you do not get stuff like this. You do not get rooms like this anymore. Or if you do, it's just not as interesting. The architecture is much more boring, much more bland. This is a good room. So this must have been the dining hall. Because all those other buildings over there, which is what we did, those were mostly just living quarters and probably some doctors. This is definitely a lunchroom. So yeah, guys, like I said, this was the dining hall. So this building was, the sole purpose of this building was just to like feed the patients, most likely the women's that lived, the female patients that lived here, because all the other buildings back there were like housing or like the hospital buildings. Now we're gonna hit up probably the last few buildings if we can get inside of them, and they're most likely going to be actual housing, probably for staff. So all just washing machines. Yeah, some kind of washing machine. There's a bunch over here too. So this basement is used for laundry. This is the date. That day, August 1978. Yeah, nothing crazy though. Now, based on the way this is designed from the outside, I have a feeling this may be like one of the actual hospital buildings. Just based on the way it looks and the way it's designed.
Did they look over here?
No, I didn't see them look over here.
Wait, where is he going? You can't go that way. I thought you can't go that way.
Only cops do that. Because down that road, that's where the barriers are.
You think that's a security in a regular car?
They do that sometimes before you, but...
What the fuck is he doing?
It looks like a civilian. It doesn't look like security. So we got a few more buildings left. We got this one, and then there's one right there. And then we might do that one as well, but I'm not sure. We got about 4 more buildings to check out, if possible. Oh wow. A lot of big open spaces. But yeah, I'm not sure what this building was used for, but this is the only one that has like columns in the back.
Who's going down it? It might break though, but I want to go down. That's a fucking slide, Roberta.
Oh, it's probably like a trash thing. Or something.
You think? No, I think people slid
Or
down.
like a laundry chute.
Possibly.
Maybe. I don't think the laundry would go all the way down.
Maybe a fire exit? Maybe?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is definitely an interesting one. So this looks like this would have been maybe a booth of some kind, the way it's gated off. And then these rooms right here, this room and that room would have been probably, well, I'm not entirely sure, but that looks like some kind of booth in the middle. These just giant showers. Yeah. Big shower room. So on the upper floors, looks like it's basically the same. It's very interesting. But yeah, it's basically the same as the basement. Yeah, it's all just copy and paste, guys. Go in this room, you got the same stuff. A little bit different decay. But other than that, it's basically the same layout. Pretty spacious rooms though. But other than that, that's basically it. There's 2 other buildings that we skipped because we figured it would just basically be the same. That may be it for this exploration, guys. Not very full of stuff. There was only one building that technically had a few objects in it. Other than that, it was pretty empty. But I think that might be it. You guys would know in a second whether or not this is the end of it. But we basically checked out all the buildings here. And they're all fascinating in their own way. They're just all empty, unfortunately. But still interesting to check out. We'll see if we could check out some other parts of the property, but that may be it.
This is crazy, dude. No, but I don't see why they would need all this, Roberta.
I'm not sure. It's a giant complex. I don't know. No.
Well, why would you need a whole separate section?
Yeah, this is like a separate part of campus, guys. You won't be able to get inside any of these ones. They watch them a lot better compared to the campus we were just at. This is more like a Crownsville style. Still cool. But yeah, it's just like Crownsville. Oh, you can't get in to any of these. Look at that. This is probably like one of the main hospitals. Because there's this hospital right there. There's that one in the back. From our research, we figured that the old spot that we were at was used as an asylum. Now this also might have been used as an asylum, but this looks like actual hospitals compared to the other stuff, which is just like living quarters for the most part. This is probably like the actual hospital compared to what we explored. See if you guys can get a little peek. Yeah. So they're just gonna be the same as the other stuff. It looks like at one point you could have gone inside, but they probably keep it pretty secure. But yeah, that's what you're going to be seeing if you will be able to get inside. Just gutted buildings, just like the other complex we went to. But again, this is more kept up, but it's obviously going to be gutted. There's definitely going to be more rooms, more entertainment rooms, but it's all just going to be the same stuff as before. Okay, so we've been walking around here just checking these buildings out. I did end up finding a hole in one of the windows. So we'll take a quick look for you guys. But other than that, I think that's going to see it. But just a quick look. See what's down there. Probably can't see much, but that's the best my light can do. There's a chair right there of some kind. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's exploration. Out of all the buildings, it was fascinating, even though it wasn't completely, there wasn't stuff left inside of them. They were all pretty gutted for the most part. They were still all fun to explore. And I did no history before this. Hear any history from me, it's going to be after I explored this place. So I did no history before diving into this exploration, but I was able to piece together what most of those buildings that we explored used for, and we came to a conclusion. So the buildings that we explored were mostly just housing and administration buildings. They weren't very hospital style buildings for the most part, and then the other complex that we checked out, showed you guys very quickly, those are probably actual hospital buildings. But it seems like for whatever reason, those buildings are more patrolled and looked after compared to the complex that we explored today. But still a fun expedition all in all. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this expedition regardless. But anyways, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.